Hello, this is Shannon from Diane Business Consulting. Thank you so much for joining me today. In light of everything that's happened in the last couple of weeks, I thought it was important to get on here and talk about pivoting and business because the thing is, none of us saw this coming and none of us necessarily had a plan in place, right, for a virus to take over the world and us be at home, and it messes with a lot of our businesses, like crazy messes with them, right? So the first thing I want to say before we even get into all of this is it is very important at this point to realize that we are all in this together. We are a team, and as a team of small business owners, we can help each other through this. It is also very important at this point to realize every situation like this is ripe with opportunity. And so as people start to freak out and as people aren't sure how to move forward in this situation, it is very important to just keep in mind that fear kills creativity, anxiety kills movement, right? We have to keep moving forward and we have to personally get that anxiety in check, personally get that fear in check, whatever needs to happen so that we can move forward because our businesses are only as strong as we are. Okay. So I wanted to point that out at first. And we are, we're going to work through this. If you have questions, go ahead and ask them. I will answer any questions that have been asked at the end. Because anyone that knows me very well, if I get off on something else, my flow will be gone. I'll be all over the place. So here we go. Okay. So pivoting in business, super important right now, obviously, but more important is pivoting correctly, right? We are at a time that everything has happened so quickly that we could very easily just make a rash decision and move forward. And it's important to me that you understand that is not what I'm advocating. I am not advocating just impulsively making a decision or doing something hoping that it will help. The first thing you need to do, this is a great time. We actually have a little bit extra time. A lot of us at this point, this is a great time to look back at the structure of your business, the structure that you set up. Okay. So some of the things that you need to start asking yourself again is, what need am I trying to fill in this business? Why did I start this business? What need am I trying to fill? Sometimes through the course of business, we get to the point where we are branching out and things and we're doing things and we're completely not in line with our vision and our mission, right? So review those. When you started the company, what was your mission? What was your vision? And I encourage you to Google those because they're two totally different things. So what is your mission? What is your vision? Who are you trying to serve? What problem are you trying to fix? Go through those. Start asking yourself questions again. Pretend you're starting the business from the get-go and start narrowing down and focusing in on those things. Now, the next obvious question is, okay, you know, you're back to basics. You know who your target market is. Who are you trying to sell to? I am not saying that's the only market you can sell to. I am saying you need a demographic of people that you are trying to sell to. Okay, what are their needs? So you've gotten back to basics. You've reevaluated and you've gotten back to that. Great. That's exactly where we need to start, because without those building blocks, we're not going to be able to make any effective decisions for our business. So the next thing you need to start looking at is, okay, how far away from this ideal is my company right now anyway, right? Like I said earlier, sometimes we start making these decisions and throughout the course of business, we realize we get a little bit away from the initial what we were hoping to do. This is a great time to re-ground yourself. So do it. Make yourself do it. You are the leader of that company. You need to make sure that you are leading in the direction that company is supposed to be going. So after you evaluate what you've got going on, what need you are hoping to fill, who you're trying to fill that need for, and how you're going to go about doing it, right? Then it's how you're going to go about doing it in today's market. Today's market is not the same as it was 2 weeks ago. And I don't honestly see it ever fully going back. So now is the time to pivot. You may still keep your brick and mortar. I'm not saying that's going to close forever, right? But I am saying that it's time to reach out into other markets. It's time to reach out into other avenues to bring in some of that income and to grow that business. And if your plan is growth for that business, you can totally do it right now. It's totally able to do it. We just have to get back to basics. We have to figure out where we're going, and we have to start moving that direction. Okay? So we've got the reviews. We've boiled it down. We figured out. So the next step is we need to start generating ideas. Creativity is the lifeblood of business. The days of opening up a business and it being open for 50 years doing the exact same thing, the exact same way, are over. It's not today's world, especially for small business owners. We are limited in our resources. We are limited in the amount that we as small business owners can do. We are limited in the things that we can obtain to help us, that kind of thing. We have to be creative. And this is this is the thing to be creative in right now. Keep in mind, fear, anxiety, stress kills creativity. So at this time, while you are working through all of this, it may be a good time to employ someone that you trust. I'm sorry, not employ. Bring someone in that you trust to help work through this with you, right? I have just a thing that I do when I'm trying to generate ideas. I get a blackboard or a notebook, whatever, and I write on top what I'm trying to do. So if I'm generating ideas about other services that I could offer, right? I put other services that I could offer, and then I immediately, as quickly as I can, list 10. Now, here's the thing. Don't think about it. Don't think about it. Don't tell yourself it's crazy. Whatever pops in your mind, write it down. I don't care if it is selling blue and pink zebras, right? Write it down. Because what is happening, you may not use any of those 10 in your strategy moving forward, but what it is doing is generating ideas. And you generate better and better and better ideas the more that you practice it. So sit down, right at the top, additional products. How can I pivot? Who can I sell to? What ways can I sell to? Anything that you identify as a potential hang up moving forward from this day on, write it down and immediately put down the top 10 ideas for that. Immediately. I'm telling you, don't think about it. Just start writing. When you're done, circle the best one. Now, if it is the best one of crap, awesome. Do it again. Once more, you're generating ideas. Just do it again. If it's one that could possibly be feasible and you're like, yes, I think that maybe I can start doing this, write it down in a separate spot so you have it. Generate ideas for all of the rest of them, all of the rest of the potential issues that you can see or the problems that you need solved. And then you're going to, at the end, have a list of viable things that you could do moving forward. Now, in this situation, it is very easy to move forward without a plan. And it's very easy to just react instead of being proactive. This is putting you in the proactive mode. This is putting you in a situation where you have thought through things and you are going to move forward with a strategic plan. So when you look at that list of possible suggestions that you could start moving forward in, it's super exciting. You have ideas to move forward. You're no longer a victim. You are now taking hold of the reins and moving forward. And that is amazing. That is an amazing thing to be able to do, right? So you've got this list. You're looking at it. Start cross-referencing. Where did two of the, so you got the solutions for all these different problems. I'm trying to figure out how to say this. Oh, the solutions for all the problems, right? Are any of them congruent? Do any of them work together so that they solve more than one problem at a time? Because the other thing is we can't spread ourselves too thin right now, right? We have to learn, we have to grow, we have to move forward, but we also have to keep in mind that we're running this business at the same time. We're leading a team. We are also people who are trying to deal with this crazy in our personal lives. And we've got spouses, and we've got kids, and we've got family and friends, and we've got personal stuff that we've got to deal with, right? So we have to understand that, yes, the business is super important at this time, but we also have to know that we have to know our limits, because as entrepreneurs, often we're like, got this, totally got this, I can do this, no big deal. And we overcommit ourselves. And so find the first one or two of those ideas that could make the most impact. That's what you're looking for, the idea that's going to make the most impact right now. Okay? And we're going to then brainstorm that one idea of how you can provide those services, those new to people. And you're going to start filling in the blanks. What is this going to require? What is this going to require of my team? What resources is this going to require? How can I implement this? Cost-wise, what is this looking like? How effective is this going to be? Could it be more effective? Could it be more efficient? Is this going to take away from what I'm already trying to do? Is this going to take me away from the mission? There's so sorry, I forgot to turn off my Bluetooth speaker. Anyway, you really need to start digging into that one idea. That idea is the skeleton. You need to start building the body around it and figuring out if it's even feasible. If you get to a point and you're like, this is really going to strap us right now, maybe it's not the right idea for right now. Go back to your list and get the next one and start building the body around the bones of that idea. Once you get an idea, once you start putting together the framework around it, at some point, there's going to be something that pops out and you're like, yes, this is how we can pivot at this moment and move forward in a different direction, but still hit our mission, still hit our vision, still hit the people that we're trying to serve and solve the problem that we're trying to solve. When you can do that effectively and efficiently with your business, it doesn't matter if there is the coronavirus going on or something else moving forward in the future. When you're able to pivot like that, your business is nimble and is being proactive in the times instead of just constantly getting hit and reacting, right? Think of boxers. The boxers that are in control and are the ones that are landing the jabs methodically almost always win. Right? The boxers that are constantly reacting to the punches thrown at them and they're flailing about often don't land those punches very effectively because they're reacting. We need to be people and business owners who are proactive. And this is a proactive step you can take in these times. I am not minimizing the pain that is happening right now. I work with small business owners every single day. And no one planned for this. And it is scary and it is hard. And I'm not saying that. But I am saying we are small business leaders and it is our job to start moving forward. We are a team, and I cannot state that enough. We are a team. Small business comprises so much of the economy, and working together, we can all win. So Diam has been set up, Diam Business Consulting, to meet that very need, right? We offer fractional business services. If you're not familiar with that, I put an article on this group's site a little while ago to explains that a little bit more. It's plugging the right people into small businesses in an affordable and an effective way. And we also have account managers that manage all of that so that small business owners and small business leaders aren't overwhelmed with the process. If we can help you in this process, reach out to us. If you just need someone to bounce ideas off of and talk through what we've talked through today on how to pivot, call me, text me, send me a message. There's literally a million ways to get in touch with me, right? I am here to help because when you win, I win. Period. That's what small business is, right? I am not a CEO of a billion-dollar company. I am a CEO of a small business who employs other small business owners to meet needs of other small businesses. We are truly a team. And if we all take a step back, think through what we can do, be nimble in this situation, start taking steps forward methodically, we can totally do this. We can. And I'm here for you. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If anyone has any questions, I'm happy to answer those. No one has really put anything up at this point, and that's totally fine. While I'm waiting to make sure that no one has any questions, I do want to say that next week we're going to have a couple of more lives. Be looking for them. One of them is going to be on funding during this time, and so that might be very, very helpful. And one is going to be on the importance of community and where you can kind of find that community with the resources that you are currently needing right now as a small business owner. So these are going to continue. And if you're a small business owner that wants to be on one of the lives with me and talk about, your particular expertise, let me know. The goal of these right now is to educate and to get small business owners out of their own heads right now and moving forward with the resources that are all around them. So guys, this has been amazing. Thank you so much for watching. Reach out to me at any time if you need something. All right. Have a great day. We truly are in this together.